Hi, Elf. Also, how dare. Hope you're doing okay. I'm doing fine. I did a lot of reading and 3 quizzes. And I still have to do a bit more reading and another quiz and test tomorrow. Yeah, productive. Good luck with the test. I'm sure you'll do awesome. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. It's for sociology, and then after the quiz and test, I have another assignment that's due on the 24th, and then I have another quiz on the 25th. So it's woo, woohoo. But I'm like, you know what? I've done that, so why not do something that I want to do? And we're shiny hunting. So blah 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 blah. Don't miss that, yeah. Don't deserve chill time, yeah. Yeah, it's sort of a thing too of like, what was I, like, what did I want to do, like, stream-wise, if I wanted to stream, and I'm just like, I honestly don't know what it is I wanted to do, because, Steam, the games on Steam, I'm just like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Just, meh. I'm meh. I'm meh. I'm meh. Like, a lot of the games that I have, like, downloaded and just as options, and like, none of them are sounding good. Like, I did do a Muse-Dash level, but that was for, like, recording. And it just does feel like Steam games at this point are a backlog of sorts of things that I need to record at this point. Because a lot of the stuff is just workshop things too. Or like, the game never seems to have an ending. So it is quite literally a content farm. That I could just make separate videos of. Like, right now I'm just like, hee separate videos for each Muse-Dash level and Melatonin level and stuff like that. And Mucinex. And if I ever feel like it, just grinding lemon cake to get to 100% on, well, get an A+ on all the pastry dishes, and stuff like that. So it's literally just like, a lot of the games that I have do feel like a huge grind. And even though shiny hunting is also a huge grind too, it's like, it's mindless, and I sort of enjoy it more on stream rather than other games. Because another thing too is like, Bendy and the Dark Revival, I don't know about that one if I will stream it. Like, the achievement hunting, because that's also something else too that I have. Like, I have a whole section of just things that I need to achievement hunt and just to get to 100%. Because some of the games I'm like, I'm so close to 100%ing it. It's just a few miscellaneous achievements. Or like for example, the game The Beast Inside. That is 11 more achievements, and a lot of them are endings. So it's like, I probably have to play through the game over and over and over again. And it's just like, ugh, I don't wanna. Like, at that point, I'd have to be like, do I want to speedrun it? Sure, why not? Let's do it. And at the same time, I'm just like, no thanks. But yeah. Shiny hunting's just... it's just mindless. And I don't know. I didn't feel like Sweet version, because that's a lot more button input, and just... I didn't feel like any of the older generation games, because I'm just like, that would entail either, like, picking a different hunt, aside from Magnemite, which I honestly am questioning if I want to do that or not. Because just, yeah, 1,400 encounters for Magnemite so far, and I'm just like, I don't want to just keep increasing the hunt and just not even getting anything. Like, there's been no phases. And that's the thing that I'm annoyed about. I'm like, I don't care if I get a different shiny at this point. Just give me something. It's just me. Makes it nice and chill to do. Yeah. Because it's mindless. I see the Bunnelby, I run into it. And plus, the other thing too is like, I just have to run it into them. Knock out 500 of them for more of a shiny boosted chance. And then afterwards, it's just like, it's just running into them. It's not that much stuff required. But I am also like, I wouldn't mind puzzle stuff and things like that, but it's like, at that point, if I wanted to do that, I'd just record it. Like, I don't feel like streaming. Like, here's the thing. I don't feel like recording or streaming cross-stitching. Just because it's like, it's just a pain to do now. Because it's also another thing, too, of like, do I, like, pull out the camera, record myself doing the stitching, edit that into a time-lapse, and then just hope that people see it on Twitter or something? Like, I honestly don't know what I would do. Because it's just like, they are fun to create and all that, but at the same time I'm just like, do I wanna? I don't know if I wanna. That's fair. If you're not enjoying those streams, though, they're very comfy to watch. Yeah, it's not a thing of like, I just don't enjoy them. It's just, I feel like they're more of a chore to try to set up. And they require more thought, where I'm like, like right now I'm just like, I want to just watch YouTube while I stream shiny hunting kind of thing. Where it's like, if I was to do stitching, I'm like, I can't really watch anything. The only thing I'd be watching is where my hands are going to make sure I'm stitching in the right places. But this one, it's like, I look up at the screen. If it's not the different color, I look back down at my phone. Just here. But yeah, it's also another thing too of like, I see they're not worthy of your attention unless they shine. Exactly. Exactly. And it's like these other two games right now, it's like I have to pay more attention. This one has no shiny sparkles. This one I have to listen to the game audio, so I can't listen to my own things. This one sort of pay attention for the sparkles. This one I don't even have installed. This one, I mean, someone actually said there's a way to cheese it, so I'm like, maybe I'll do that another day. But yeah, like all the shiny hunting, like all the games that I can shiny hunt in, it's like they require a bit. Well, I mean, the shiny games on my Switch. Let's preface that. Most of them require either having to put on headphones and listening in, or some sort of like more attention like going towards it. And like the games that don't really require that much, it's like this game, and then also like the older generation games where I'm just like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. If I just... Because it really... Because it's also the other thing too of like, I can't do 3D game, like the 3DS games, because I don't have a capture card for the 3DS. I only have it for the DS. So that's fun. But like a capture card for the 3DS is expensive. It's expensive. Things aren't cheap. Yeah, they're not cheap. Just me. But yeah, aside from that, it's also just, yeah. It's again, I don't mind stitching and doing the time-lapse stuff for it, but I'm like, if I was to do that, it might just be for the Pokemon sprites. Or honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. Because I have a lot of other projects, and I do have... Unless I got rid of the file. I think I got rid of the file. Did I? I most likely did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Goodbye, time-lapse stuff. Okay. I'd have to create a new file for the cross-stitch stuff. Cross-stitch time-lapse. But it might just be Pokemon sprites. Because it's also a thing, too, of like, I have quite a few other projects. But I'm not feeling them. Like, the full coverage, like, Pokemon Burnt Tower piece, it's like, it would be nice to get it done, and maybe even time-lapse that piece, but it's like, I already have a full page done, as well as, like, it would just not be convenient to try to stream or record, and just... Like, just the smaller stuff is more easy to just capture and more fun to do anyhow. Like, and it's also like, if I wanted to do full coverage stuff, I can just do the Pokemon cards. But like, just, yeah, I don't know. And I don't really enjoy full, like, big full coverages anyhow. Blah. Even though they would be nice to add to the collection of cross-stitch pieces that I have, it's at the same time just, yeah. That stuff for a little bit is good too. Don't burn yourself out on it while you've got a lot going on. Yeah. And that's the thing that I'm like being mindful of too, is like, what do I want to put on my plate? Because like, for a good while, everything that I had on my plate was like worrying about college, and then when it came to streaming stuff, it was like figuring out what I wanted to stream, possibly even thinking of doing 2 streams a day, while also trying to record a few videos for YouTube. And while doing that, creating time-lapse pieces for cross-stitching so that I could upload them to different social medias to try to link them to my Twitch. And it's just, yeah. And it's just the whole thing, like, the main issue I was facing with all of that is, like, my mentality so heckin' much, and I was also putting myself down a little bit, being like, I have all these shiny hunting plans, I have all these things that I want to get done and recorded and streamed and added to the collection and stuff like this, and it's just like, I was putting so much on myself, and I'm forgetting that I'm just 21. Like, here's the thing. I was putting so much work and emphasis on things in general to just get things done, and I'm thinking that my life is gonna be over in like a few days' time. Like, I'm thinking the end of the world is coming. Like, you gotta make every moment count. And just, yeah, I'm forgetting that it's like a lot of things take time, as well as just like, you're not that old, Silver. Like, because it's like something else that I'm like was doing too was I can mood, but yeah, you're still young, plenty of time to work on that without pushing yourself to exhaustion. Yeah. And it's like something else that I'm like that I pushed myself to do a lot of. Young, she'll call me a hypocrite. I mean, Soul's old though, so it's not. You're not a hypocrite. Soul's a grandma. But yeah, what was I just gonna think and say? But, just, yeah. Like, last year, around turn, like, also 21. Ah, I see. I see. Calling her grandma, yay! Yay! But, yeah. It's like, also, last year, I put a lot of emphasis on my cross-stitch collection. Like, because beforehand, I only had, like, a few hundred. Or actually, not a few hundred. Like, probably 100 pieces. And I doubled that and made it 200 and something last year. And so it's just like, holy moly. Like, I did 100+ cross-stitch pieces. Even though a lot of them were small and all that, we're not going to discount that, but like, we made it a goal to get 100 cross-stitch finishes. We overachieved. So yeah, that's so much what the heck. Yeah. I'm impressed or concerned. You can be both. You can be both. But a lot of it was Pokemon cross-stitches, magazine pieces, a few loose patterns, and like a few digital patterns. But yeah. You can be impressed in a concerned way. Like, I also recently just finished a piece. Oh, I just had this as the thing, mainly because But I got this done. Boop it up. Don't overwork yourself. I won't. Okay, here's the thing. You would need to be concerned of me overworking myself when I actually start passing out, or like when I actually nearly overwork myself, like to a point of exhaustion, because that's happened to me twice so far in my life. It's happened twice so far. And that was mainly in the culinary thing. Like, high school days. High school days, so yeah. That was more of a time when I was thinking that I just needed to rush through life, because if I didn't do a few things, it would mean the end of it. Au revoir. You cuddles. No passing out, gotta slow all the way down. Yeah, I know. I know. It's just, I want to try to do a lot of things and try to achieve as much as I can. Break. So much heckin' time for that, especially with your talent. Yeah. Wow. Cause I guess that's also another thing too of like, I don't know. Like, I just want to be able to develop so many skills to where I don't have to worry about life too much. But it's also another thing too of like streaming, content creation, and then also building up different talents and focusing on different things. It's also a thing of like just wanting to have a lot of different avenues to be like, okay, I can grow on here and start making a bit of a profit from like YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, whatever it is. I can then also have these set of skills so that I could, for example, like make some product, whether it's like carving bowls or making little statues out of wood, or if I want to pursue polymer clay a bit more, I can make little clay figurines or even earrings or jewelry of some kind, sell them, and it's just the thing of just like I'm like wanting to rush a few things just so that it's like I can somewhat have, not somewhat have, but be able to do something, feel validated for it, and also know that what I'm doing will actually help me in some way. To avoid worrying about life, you end up missing out on it. It's okay to chill a little, gotta rush to master everything. I know. But it's like, most of my life, I've never really, there's never been anywhere or anything I've wanted to see. Like, I have no ambition to go see concerts, to go see plays, to go see shows. I don't have any, desire to travel around to places. I'm like, I am good just staying in one place and making and doing everything that I can. Heck, even it's like learning things. I'm like, I am very content with either just thinking of a new topic that I want to learn about and either look on the internet to find documents and stuff about that, to read about them, or just go to like a few bookstores, pick up a few of those books, and just start learning about that material. But it's overall, I'm just like, I don't know what it is I want to do about life, because I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. Like, that's also another issue. It's like, I don't really feel like I am missing out on anything. But I guess it just depends on what a person does, because it's like, if someone's more free-spirited and wants to see the world, they're gonna fear missing out on so many different opportunities to do so. But I'm just like, I honestly don't know what opportunities I would be concerned about that I would miss. Awful mindset, but I don't know, living on my own and not being in college anymore made me value travel and stuff so much more. Yeah, you're missing out if you don't know what's being missed. Yeah. Because it's also another thing too, like right now I'm like, I don't really have, like, even though it's, again, like, the idea of wanting to be in a relationship with someone does seem nice, it's at the same time I'm just like, it's not something I really want. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Just again, I'm more so, I'm just like, I would just be good just trying to achieve as many things as possible. And just be like, hey. Sorry. So, yeah, that's fair. Yeah. It's just... It's also a thing, too, of, like, when I'm actually thinking about it, and I'm like, am I really missing out on anything? I'm like, maybe I'm missing out a little bit, but here's the things that my brain is being like, you're probably missing out on this and that, and of this, too. But my mind's being like, you're probably missing out a bit of, like, quilting. Big. You're missing out in this area, like, this is also fiber arts. And then it's also being like, but also it would be fun to make, like, little plushies, and also learning to crochet plushies, and knitting, and I'm just like, yeah, I think it's, like, when I'm thinking about things like that, my brain is just more materialistic, in the sense of, I enjoy material things to then create other things. Because it's like, something else that I'm just thinking too is, like, going out to like, fancy restaurants, or, like, going out to stores and getting all the expensive stuff, like clothing and things like that. I'm like, like, I don't really care for that sort of stuff. The things that I do value is just, like, handmade and homemade stuff. Like, I would much rather learn to cook the meals. Expensive, fancy stuff. Yeah, because it's also, like, a lot of the fancy, like, for example, like, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, stuff like that. If you learn how to sew, like, just for example, if you know how to sew, or stuff like that, you can make the same thing for cheaper. Literally, it's like, this is how I see it. when you're buying something from like Gucci or Louis Vuitton or stuff like that, it's like you're not necessarily buying the item, you're buying a bit of the branding and bragging about it kind of thing. That's how I see it. It's you're not actually interested in the bag, because if you were interested in the bag, come teach me. I don't know how to sew. I just know how to cross stitch. You're fully paying for the name. Yeah, like that's literally all it is. It's like if you were really interested in just buying the bag for the bag, there's so many. Because it's also another thing too, of like sometimes expensive celebrity brand stuff sometimes is not the most convenient. Like a small purse from Louis Vuitton with barely any pockets, or like a more cheaper, affordable purse that has so many pockets galore that it could literally have hidden pockets, or like store pretty much all your necessities. It's like, which do you rather? Like, flashing that you have money, or the fact that you can carry everything more conveniently? And it's just, like, it's also another thing too, of like, when I'm looking at people's merch and stuff like that, some of the times I'm just like, they seem interesting. Like, if, for example, if people have stickers, pins, like, smaller stuff, I'm like, oh, I would most likely buy some of those stuff. But when it comes to, like, more like apparel wear or like mugs and stuff like that, I'm sort of like, like, I don't know. Like, I do know that a lot of people would like to wear shirts and garments and stuff like that, but at the same time, I'm just seeing it in the way of like, oh, there's another shirt. Like, it's another shirt with markings on it. Like, would I wear it at all? Or am I just having this as a collector thing? Because if I'm having it as a collector thing, I probably should invest in like a good, like a nice place that has a good amount of storage. Kind of thing. Like, just, yeah, because it's also another thing of like, I just don't really buy clothes that much. It's not my thing. I'm just like, so long as I'm covered up and I like the colors and like just a basic design on it, I'm like, it's good. And it's also, if it's comfortable, I'm like, it's good. But yeah, I'm like, heck, I would even like, same, I don't really care about that stuff. If it's comfy and not too eye-catching, I'm happy. Exactly, like, just be comfy. Like, that's really what clothing is all about, too. It's like, or like, that's the first thing that clothing should be. It should be comfortable. But it's like, if you want to have a statement piece sort of outfit, or like be like have outfits that catches other people's eyes, then it's like, cool, absolutely go for that, just as long as you're comfortable. Like, if you're making a statement piece and you have a long train that drags and snags on everything, while also wearing like 10-inch platform shoes that you wobble around, and a top that is not even fitted properly, that has like so many instances that it's gonna fall down and reveal your chest, it's like, maybe that's not, like, that's probably not the most comfortable thing, but it does make a statement. But maybe not the statement you're thinking. Like, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, anyhow. It's like, sure is a statement. It is. But yeah, it's also another thing too of like, like, the stickers and all that. It's like, it's also for me too, it's like, it's affordable. You could literally stick them on whatever you want, or it's like, if I was to think of wanting a hardcore sticker collection, I could just go to, like, Staples, Hobby Lobby, Target, Walmart, any store that sells school supplies, grab a binder, order some, like, of the card sleeves, like the card sleeves that you put in the binders, and use that for my sticker collection. Like, make it the same as my cross-stitch collection. It's in a binder. It is stored. Like, I could store them on shelves. I could pull it out like pulling out a book from an archive. Flip through it and be like, ah yes, this is the sticker you must be talking about. Show it off. And be like, okay, so this sticker, I believe I got it from here, kind of thing. And same with pins, too. Like, there are binders specifically for pin collection. Like, and I enjoy collecting pins as well. It's just like, a lot of the things that I just enjoy collecting, it's like pins. If I want to do stickers, I'll do stickers. And cards, like Pokemon cards, stuff like that. And it's also the thing too of like, when I'm really thinking about it, like, and it's like, I don't know if a lot of places would actually allow it, but the Pokemon card collection can just by itself. And what I mean by that is, like, if I get any, I gotta start collecting pins. They pretty as heck. They are. But, like, the Pokemon cards, they can invest themselves kind of thing. Because, here's the thing. Pokemon cards are, like, $5 a pack. And if I don't get any duplicates at all, then it's like, okay, I got a good pack. A good size out of the collection, out of this current card collection. We move on to the next thing. And then it's like, if I get another pack and majority are like duplicates and all that, I can be like, I can just save them up. Save up the duplicates and go to like a card shop or like something that specializes in trading card games and possibly sell the extras that I have. Because it's like, there are so many people that still play the card games that it's like, just putting those cards back into the market for people that actually want / need the cards and stuff like that, where I'm just a collector because I enjoy the pieces for the art piece and just to say that I have it. And just, yeah, like, just enjoy sort of that. And I don't know, just, yeah. Some of the cards are so pretty, not something I'd collect though. Yeah. It's like, if you want specific cards, then yeah. Like, I would just say to go for the specific cards. But it's just, yeah, I don't know. Because I'm thinking of it for, like, other cards as well. Because, I don't know. It's just the thing of, like, I just want to feel like I'm collecting something and getting something, I guess. Because it's again, like, I guess it could be like my vice or something, like collecting cards, collecting pins, collecting stickers, collecting, like, just collecting small little things, collecting cross-stitch pieces that I make myself. Like, just, yeah. The completionist in you needs good collections. It does, though. Because it's also a thing, too, of, like, my video games, too. Like, I want to complete them. Like, I want to 100% them. It's just a problem of, like, I honestly don't know what I want 100%. Because, hold on. We're going through the game. Oh, I forgot this was it. Well, I mean, I know why you're here. Because I was doing Muse-Dash recordings. Blah. Steam. But, like, this is how I have my Steam organized. Like, 100%, achievements still need to get, can't play right now, DLC need to finish, the downloaded ones, the ones that are in the workshop, that have a workshop, and then the uncategorized. Like this one, like Hades, it has so much in it, Lemon Cake, just need to A+ them. This one I honestly don't know. I don't know how long it will take. Cuphead, I just have to S rank everything. This one, it's like all of these achievements. These three, it's like gotta just continue doing the levels. Just, yeah, but also like achievements still need to get. We have 73. We've done 105 100% on them, and it's just, yeah. Imagine being organized. Yeah, I mean, I like being organized with that sort of stuff because it brings some sort of, like, weight off my shoulder, just because it's like, I know what I need to do, how I need to do it, what all still needs to be done, and the likes of that. And something else that I probably will organize once I actually start getting to that point too, is if I get all the achievements in the game, but I still need to 100% it, kind of thing. Let's go from you. Hehe. Silver's dreams do come true. Yeah. But yeah, and that's also sort of the thing too of like at this point with Twitch and YouTube, it's like the completionist in me just wanting to catalog all the things that I've completed and done. It's not even a thing. Like, I know I keep throwing around being like, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. This is the plane that I originally had, this is the plane that I have now, and da 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 da. But yeah, it's just whack. Whack. All in all, it's just a record-keeping thing. I like keeping records of it, of things and all that, so wow. Be multiple things, yeah. Can be multiple things. Ba, ba, ba. Record of stuff like that is awesome. Yeah. And it's just a hard thing of like trying to figure out how I even want to preface a few things, because it's like, if we're being honest, I would probably just, if I find a shiny, I would not care if it's like just a 30-second clip of just being like, oh, it's shiny, showing it off. and then checking the nature and then being like, okay, the video's done, kind of thing. Like, I will do that. I do not care. Wow. There's also the thing too of like just algorithms on social medias are sort of screwed up at this point, because it's like, if you want to be a content creator on YouTube, then it's like, the best place to do it is the shorts, because TikTok has influenced people to just take information in 60 seconds or less, and if it's longer, people don't want to watch it. Kind of thing. If it's longer than 5 minutes, people lose interest. If it's not at least 10 minutes, then you don't get monetized, if that's your main source of income. Kind of thing. Or like, just something about like 10 minutes, because I know that was a huge meme, where like people were saying, I gotta get at least 10 minutes of content. Stuff like that. It's just like, oh, wow. Oh, it's screwed up. This is why I'm not, like, even though I wouldn't mind being a content creator, at the same time it's like, it's just a bunch of work. Cause it's like, you gotta either edit the video yourself or find an editor. You gotta make the thumbnail very catchy, like very catching and all that. You then also have to like make sure it's a game that's trending, or if you're one of those big content creators that can make a game trending, then do that. But if not, then you gotta figure out what games to even play, and just, yeah, it's like, it's so much work, because then you also gotta capture the video, and if you're planning to 100% it, you gotta 100% it, which then requires a bit more editing, because you're gonna have to, and also script writing and voiceovers and stuff like that, and just, it's something that I could personally never do, because it's like, I'm very much someone that's like, I would rather upload 3 to 4 hours worth of content of unedited stuff, just so that people can see the whole process that I've done. Like I stand by the thing of everything is content. Like, whether people want to watch the full 3 to 4 hours, that's up to them. But it's like, I would much rather upload all of that rather than editing things out, because then it makes it seem like it is way easier, and also it sort of feels like you're negating a lot of the work you actually did to even get the video recorded, edited, and uploaded. So I'm just like, that is not my thing. I'm sorry. Gotta drag it out for that 10 minutes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but some of that isn't 100% needed. Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's 100% not needed, but at this point, it's like, people put so much emphasis on content like that, that it's like, it literally feels like it's needed, so it's just like, Like, again, edited content is very nice to watch, but at the same time, I would not mind watching someone just do something for 4 hours. Because it's at the same time, I could just put it on as background noise and be like, ah yes, I'm listening to this person ranting and things like this. Or like, doing all these things. Because it's also another thing too, of like, the more that I realize it, it's like, so many people, especially when like streaming or creating content, like, it a lot of people do say, like, oh, they're not interesting enough, or, like, they're not, like, they're just not what people think content creators are. And a lot of the people that are big and all of that give flamboyant reactions, or, like, just act like crazed animals in a sense, where it's just, like, they put those kind of reactions or heighten up a situation that isn't really needing that heightened thing, but then people take it as like, oh, well, if you have a big personality, you'll automatically go, but like someone that's more of a quiet bookworm and stuff like that, they won't prevail because no one will find interest in them, and it's just like, ah. Different, and so are audiences. Comparing is pointless to an extent. Long-form content of just unedited stuff has its place, and it's comfy as heck. Yeah. Like, and here's the thing too with me, it's like, the one form of edited stuff I do enjoy making is the time-lapse things, and it's also a thing of like, it doesn't even feel like I'm negating any of the work that I do for it. It's just, I'm speeding it up. I speed it up. That's it. Because the thing that I know that makes me just feel comfortable is I'm showing all the work that I did. Just not the 7 to 8 hours a project probably took me or something like that. Played up personalities can just end up being annoying. The quiet stuff is good too. Yeah, like, there's also another thing too of like, with me personally, I'm like, with stitching, or even sometimes doing shiny hunting, there are times that I am just streaming, and I know that people are going to come in and want to talk, or like type in chat saying like, how are you doing and stuff like that, and I'm like, I'm doing well and all this and da 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 da. But there are moments that I'm just like, I just want to stream and I don't want to talk to people. Like, I apologize if I ignore you, but I'm just streaming just for people that just want to chill out or body double or whatever the heck. I don't want to talk. Like, I'm doing this for me right now. I'm not doing this for anybody's entertainment. I'm doing this so that I can actually get things done, kind of thing. Rid of me? No, it's not. If I wanted to get rid of you, I could just simply ban. No. I wouldn't actually ever do that. Like, here's the funny thing. Out of all, like, 3, coming up 4 years that I've streamed, I've only banned, banned people, not bots, but banned actual people that were acting like actual butts and stuff like that. That number would be like below 10. Like, I've never gotten hate rated. I've gotten like a single or like 2 salty Dead by DBD players to come into my chat. And like, the only other situations I've had to ban people was like when that copyright person that called me an effing idiot after stream, thinking I wouldn't see that, and just like 2 people that stated their age was under 13. That is it. You're too nice is all. But it's like, it's just shocking. Or not shocking, but it's like, it's just odd, I guess. with you after that, but close DM. Yeah. Here's the thing. Like, I wasn't bothered by what was said. I was just annoyed. Because of the whole situation. Because it very much felt like, well, it didn't happen to me. So that's not how it works. Where it's like, the way you were phrasing it is it was a one-to-one. What we're talking about is creative liberties and stuff like that. Like, that, copyright sometimes doesn't equate to that. Like, and sorry, but no. But yeah, I was just more so annoyed. And just like, this person. Just so stubborn about it. Yeah. It's just, eek. But then it's like, I also talked to family about it, and my dad actually pointed out the thing of like, well, if they stated that they had to go to court multiple times to sue the person for the copyright, how do they have the money to do so? Which then brought into perspective of like, they're probably lying and just were causing a problem to cause a problem, kind of thing. So it's like, yeah, I don't know if they're actually, like, Jeff Bezos rolling in the stacks. So it's just... I don't know. Just, yeah. Want the attention of causing issues, yeah. Oh boy. Wow. Yeah. Anyhow, just stuff in the future. If I feel like it, I may, like, on Twitter, upload a few time lapses, and if I don't actually do the time lapses or record or any of that, they'll just be pictures. Because it's also a thing, too, of, like, I feel like just the time-lapse videos would work best on Twitter, because I'm like, I don't really want to do Instagram just because it's like, I don't know. Instagram just feels like it's a place for pictures. Even though there's reels and stuff like that, I'm just like, I don't really wanna. Like, it just feels so out of place. Like, Twitter, it's like, hee. It's sort of like my YouTube. There's no structure in it at all. Fair, yeah. Yay, chaos! Yay, chaos! Chaos! Cause, like, I post shiny stuff on Twitter, I post just a few things of how I feel, or just random thoughts or stuff on Twitter. I post not shiny stuff, well, I do post shiny stuff, but I already stated that. I post cross-stitch finishes, I post cross-stitch videos, I've been tempted to post a few Muse-Dash stuff. I've also posted Muse-Dash screenshots of the golden S's that I've got. I post, like, those random, test things that some VTubers do and stuff like that, because I'm just like, yay, pick crews. Boop. That I keep forgetting. Need to go boop what? Huh? What do you need to go boop? Huh? What do you mean you need to go boop me? Excuse? No! How a dare? How a dare? Although the sound alerts probably won't actually sound off just because I have the desktop audio off. Wop, wop. A womp, a womp. Stealth boop, how dare. Nah. But yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know what other things, because I'm also just thinking of a few other games that are released by Riot. Cough Cough Valorant, Cough Cough League. And just being like, I've said before that I want to just try to get some characters, if not all, to mastery, like 7. But I'm like, when am I gonna start doing that? I don't feel bothered to, because that requires talking to people. Or like playing with others, like playing with strangers, and I'm just like, to the EU server and Val. No, thank you. Like, here, the reason why I'm saying like Val and League is I have skins in them. What I don't really play. Cause here's the other thing too. I've been thinking and debating of whether I get the battle pass or not. Because it's ocean themed. It is ocean themed in Valorant. And I'm like, there's a jellyfish charm. There's jellyfish charms. Is adorable. Yes. I'm like, do I? Cause it's gonna be a once in a lifetime thing. Do I do it? Or do I save monies and just not do it? Cause it's also like, I don't really play Valorant much. I don't play it. So I'm like, what do I do? Cause it's also like, if I do get the battle passes, that requires me to play the game. And actually have to deal with people. Cause there's also the other thing too. Something that I was like, I just came to accept / just realized I don't enjoy playing games. Like, aside from like a few people, and it's like if we plan it ahead of time, I don't mind. But if it's like a spur of the moment kind of thing, or like stuff like that, I'm like, I don't like playing with people. Cause I'm just of the mentality too of like, I can do it all myself. I don't need another person. Warning to prep yourself. Yes, like, cause it's the whole thing of like, getting myself ready to socialize, putting myself in the mood of being like, other people are gonna come, so just have fun and don't get annoyed, kind of thing. Because it's the whole thing of just like I'm someone that's like, I see the objective, let's aim for the objective. But at the same time, I'm like, I know other people are not like that, and so they're wanting to do other things and have fun. But that can sometimes get on my nerves or annoy me to a point where I'm just like, I could just do this myself. Why did I say yes to this kind of thing? So it's like, it just mentally prepares myself to be like, okay, this is just for fun. We're not being serious. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the company. Stuff with you, got it. No, I'm not saying that. Just saying, if you want to, just either ask me and we can plan for something. Or it's also like, if it's the day of, like, we just clear it to make sure that we're both good for it. Because here's also the other thing too, is like most, like a good amount of the times, if not most of the times, I'm very punctual with the time as well. Where it's like, if we say, for example, we're gonna play this game at like 6:30, or even like 6:32, or like an odd time, I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready here. Like, are you ready? Like, hello? Where's your response? Where's the thing? Like, I'm very much punctual to a point where it's like, if the other person's late, I start debating, like, did something happen? Like, do we need to do a rain check? Like, what's going on? We both agreed to this time. Because it's also been a case of, like, the few times we have made plans, the other person, like, is either, like, 30 minutes to an hour late without any notification, or they just flat out forgot. And, like, here's also the other thing, too, is, like, why I'm very much like that is, like, I'm also a person that's, like, the moment we have plans for a day, I don't do anything else for that day. Because I'm like, I want to make sure that I am on time. And make sure that I know that this is happening that day. So, like, I don't want to be preoccupied or distract myself with other things. It's just, yeah. Really, just in case. Yeah, like, because it's like, you never know what's going to happen to the other person. Or, like, what's going on with the other person. But it's like, it then ticks me off when some people are like, oh yeah, I forgot. Like, just, eek. Eek. Like, just, the moment we set a plan, the expectation is it happens. That's the only thing happening on that day. Exactly. Like, and it's like, I don't want to do anything else till that plan happens. Because if it doesn't happen, or like, I'm the one that forgets and stuff like that, I'm gonna start feeling bad. Like, I would feel extremely crappy, because then I'll be like, well, I had this in my mind, I knew it was gonna happen, but I'm just like, ah. Made me care a heck of a lot less about it. Yeah. But, yeah, I'm just like, at this point, if I want to play with people, it's like... And it's also another thing, too, of like... I'm someone that's like... I feel more comfortable... Like... For example, if like a few friends are playing Minecraft, or they're doing Valorant, or they're doing League, I feel more comfortable in asking if I can join. Like, especially if there's other people playing too with them. I just feel more comfortable doing that way, because it's the whole thing of like, I feel like I want to interact, I feel like I want to play with them. All, like, just... And it's like, I don't really feel like I'm interrupting things and stuff like that. But then when it's reversed, a lot of times I'm like, I typically just play alone, because that's how I enjoy it most of the time. And whenever someone does it towards me, I'm sort of just like, like, it slowly becomes a thing of like, I don't want to tell them no, because I don't want to, like, offend them or upset them or any of that, but at the same time, I don't feel like socializing like that, and I'm just doing this for like 1 to 2 things, and I don't know if I wanna commit to this game right now, kind of thing. Like, you know, I don't know. It makes sense to me. Get more control over it when you're the one asking. Easier to back out if needed. Yes! Very much yes. Just a boy. A boy. A boy. Social anxiety symptom. Shh. Look, I've never gone to therapy or any of that, so I don't know what all is wrong with me or what I do or don't have. But we don't have to call things out. We don't have to. There's also the weird thing though. When it comes to like the social anxiety and stuff like that, the weird thing is that that's mostly online. Like, what? Like, if you were to meet me IRL, it would be more of like, I would just be like, still quiet, but I would be more expressive, probably a bit more happy. I would gladly drag people around, going to place. And like, I feel comfortable talking towards people. Like, heck, last time I went to the mall, I flat out had like full conversations with like some of the staff in other shops or like with complete strangers whenever like a stranger was trying to take a picture of the thing, and I just made small conversation where we both laughed. It's like, like, I don't know. Like, am I just an introvert online? And an extrovert in real life? Or what is it? Extrovert? No. Introvert? No. Am I an ambivert? No. I'm a perv- No. Nothing's wrong with you, though. It's just a little different ways of approaching things. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Online stuff is always different. Yo, yeah. Like, because I guess that's also the thing, too, of, like, online, you're more likely to share information you're not willing to share in person. Or, like, people could steal your identity or stuff like that. Like, literally, it's a thing, too, of, like, streaming too. It's like, I may know you from my stream, but I don't know you in real life. Like, yes, I may have told you earlier that I was going through, like, just for example, chemotherapy and having a dying dog going on in my life and having a mental crisis every now and then because I have student loans ranging into $100,000. But I don't trust you, actually, because I don't know you. Like, it's sort of that whole thing of, like, we're willing to overshare for people we don't actually know. Like, we may know them, but do we know them? Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's why I'm just, like, more guarded, because I'm just, like, I haven't seen I haven't seen anybody in person. It's also a thing of, like, even if I know what you look like... Wait, what? True or example story? Example story. Not true. That's the Wikipedia story for me. Yeah, you know, F all about people here. Yeah, it's like, yes, I may know that, like, you enjoy like you enjoy certain games or how your financials like situation's going and all that. But at the same time, it's like, but what does that do for me? Like, cool, I understand you're having these problems, but like, you're a state away or a country or a continent away from me. I've never been there. I don't know what I can do or what I should do with this information. Because at the end of the day, it might just end up feeling like extra baggage because it then becomes the... Like, it then becomes the super sucky situation of like, you know someone's struggling, but you can't do anything. Because it's like, if they're needing someone in person, it's like, well, do I invest in a plane ticket? Take a day or two off of work? Go to this complete, like, this person that I've met online and talked to 3 years, but never actually seen them in person, kind of thing. Like, you know, hi Huntress. But just, yeah, I'm like, I don't know what to do with all this information that I got. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I think the social anxiety actually is a thing in real life too, because I'm just now remembering. I actually canceled plans with actual IRL friends who were coming down to visit because I was so anxious, because I was like, I don't know what friends do. Like, online, you can play games with them, you can talk to them in calls, but then when it's actual in person, I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? Like, I was having a panic attack because I was like, I don't know what to do. Because I've never really hung out with friends in person. Bad idea. It's nice for a friend to just be there, same as IRL. If it's someone new, you tell them to F off for giving you their phone. Yeah. Just kind of blank, like, hi person, you're here now. What we do? Yeah, like, I have no experience in doing things in person with friends. Like, literally the only thing that I thought of was just... Because it also became the whole situation too of like, they were coming down out of state, and I was panicking because I was like, oh jeez, like, the house, like, family's house is sort of a mess, and there's not even room for them if they aren't actually getting a hotel. Are they getting a hotel? Because I don't know if they're getting a hotel or not, and stuff like that. And then what do we do? Do I just take them around like a tour guide? Do I go to the different stores that we have? Do I, like, what do I do? And I was also thinking of the thing of like host, and I was like, typically as a host, you typically pay for everything, like for the food and stuff like that, and if they want to do souvenir shopping, they pay with their own thing, but whenever it comes to food and stuff like that, food, drinks, all that sort of things, it's typically the host and the person that's taking them around that sort of pays for it, and I was panicking like that, because I was just like, eek. So you know what I said instead? I instead said, things are probably not working out because my mentality wasn't doing so hot. Was it a lie? Technically not. Because I was not mentally ready for that kind of situation. Was it more as an excuse? Absolutely. Group stuff just kind of happens naturally and you figure it out. the overthinking just kind of falls to the side, like, oh, I didn't need to panic plan every little detail. Yeah, I'm just too big of a planner, and I'm like, I want things to go well. Ah. But I guess it's also like the tough thing too is like those friends, I've known them and they were my drive to continue streaming. And like they're the first few people I ever met on Twitch. But at the same time, we talk every like once in a blue moon kind of deal, kind of thing. And it's also the thing of like sometimes I don't even talk to them, and sometimes they don't even message me. So it's like we gotta work on that kind of thing if I want to talk to them more. But it's like it was sort of that kind of thing. So it's like, are we close? Yes, but at the same time we don't like. We talk every like 3 months, and the messages are like we send a total of like 5 to 6 max most of the time. So yeah, like that's also why I was panicking, because I was just like, oh, we haven't talked in a good while, and it's actually adorable though, but to just step aside if you're not ready for that situation. What do you mean adorable? Excuse? Huh? No. Not adorable. Shush. No. I was overthinking. Yay. Yay. But yeah, I guess it's also just another thing of like, when I'm looking at all the people that I can DM to, that's actually sort of most of the conversations. Like it's like every once in a blue moon kind of thing, or like I don't know, like there's times that like not times, but it's just like I've never really held a conversation with someone for like hours on end. It's literally been like, we send 1 to 2 or like 3 to 4 messages in total. That's it for the day. And we talk again in like 4 to 5 days. Months without messaging and still say you're close. Everyone's different, I guess. Yeah, it's the problem though is like, I sort of want like, well, I was split because I'm like, I want to have a few people that I talk daily to. Like, messaging wise, but then at the same time I'm just like, but I don't want that. I don't know if I actually want that, because then that's like, feels like a huge commitment and stuff like that, and I don't know, like, it would be the problem if like I would try to give my 100% for it. Just being like, hi, how are ya? How you doing? Hi buddy, hi, hey, how you doing? Hope you doing well. What you gotta talk? Because there's also another thing too of like, I just don't know what to talk about most of the time. Of holding long conversations like that. Yeah, it's sort of the thing of like, I at least want to have that with a few people, but then whenever it's like, I look at everybody, it's like, either I've tried that and it just didn't work, or the people that I could talk to, it's just like, I don't know what we can even talk about. Like, we don't really have that many interests in common. Ah. Because I'm like, I like cross-stitching, I like Pokemon, and a few other things. And then a good majority of my friends are like, they like anime, they like D&D, Overwatch, stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't care for any of that. So I'm like, I don't know what to talk about with you. For that stuff, you gotta just try and stay out of your head, and it'll naturally happen. Yeah, I never know what we're gonna talk about. Still end up talking to Soul for like 4 hours. Even if like an hour of that is just random noises. Yeah. Yeah, wow, I just overthink way too much. I'm way too much of an overachiever. It's like, I either give 100% or I give no percent. Wow. Just meh. Meh, 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 meh. Head pat, thank you. But yeah, it's also then again too of like what like it also just gives me time to do other things, like a few of the things that I'm supposed to be doing with college work. But then it's also other things too of like I can just spend the time recording and streaming. Like I could do those things and have fun with them. And just me and me and me. Just do all that. With other people though. I know. Well, I mean, with like streaming with other people, I feel like I don't know how to feel about it. Because it's also the thing too of like the one major problem I have with it is I don't end up talking. Because if I know we're both streaming, I'm like, I at least want to be respectful to the other person's thing and not seem like too much. Or stuff like that. And I'm like, I just fall silent. And so I think, what's the point of me streaming if I'm not even talking? It's like a different perspective to this person's stream. Kind of thing. And I'm just like, ah! Press, I've never met someone who overthinks more than me before. Wow! Wow! I'm someone that just likes having all the information as possible. That's why I don't have to overthink too many things, because then I'll have the information right in front of me being like, okay, no, this is how it's supposed to be. But when it comes to human stuff, it's like, what do I even do? Because I still don't understand the, like, slang and stuff like that. Like, when someone is like, bet, like, just stuff like that, I'm still looking at it and I'm like, what does this even mean? I don't understand. Why are we like this? Like, ah. Because I'm also like, I don't swear. So, the fact that I don't swear probably would give an indication of like a few things that I don't actually know either. And one of those things is just common word slang. I'm like, I don't know what these middle schoolers are saying anymore. These middle school and the high schoolers, I don't know what they're saying anymore. Takes me a while to figure out slang and stuff, yeah. But at the same time, it's also like, it annoys me at sometimes. Cause I'm like, I just want you to say what you're saying. Stop saying things are bussin'. Or stuff like that. I'm just like, what does that even mean? Like, just say it's good. Or like, when some people are like, no cap, I'm like, just there's other ways to say it, please. Or like, no joke. I encountered this earlier. People are no longer saying y'all, or you, or they, or them. I was referred to as a chat. And the person's not even a streamer. or a content creator. It confused me because it was the thing of like, I heard someone on YouTube Shorts being like, saying, this is the new thing. People aren't saying y'all anymore. They're saying chat. And at first I was like, I thought it was just for streamways, and I'm like, yeah, I could sort of see that, because if they're like one of the more popular streamers, they would just typically say chat. Because they're referring to the people in chat. But then hearing that earlier, and they weren't even streaming, or even a content creator, it confused me. And made me question of like, oh, wait, was this an actual thing of like saying the current generation? Oh god. Like, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that at all. Ah. And just, it felt so weird. It felt weird. Because I'm not that old, if you mean current generation. Gen Alpha. Gen Alpha. That's the current generation that I'm meaning. I'm scared of them. Overall, middle schoolers are terrifying. In general. No one can change that fact from my mind. Middle schoolers are terrifying. I don't care what people... They're so cute. No! Incorrect. Wrong. Man. They are. That's fine. Yeah. No question. Generation. Oh, whoa. But yeah, it's also the thing of like, even though you like earlier said like I'm not that old. Here's the thing, the way that I just am too, I'm like, I feel like I'm just way older in the sense of like, I don't know, like, when I look at my, like, the generation that I'm in, I stare at them, and I genuinely question if I am like them. Where I'm like, hold on. Like, I'm someone that's just like, I would rather be humble. Or not humble, but it's like, it's always the thing of like, the way that I would picture my ideal self is like, I would like to be proper, graceful, stuff like that. I would rather be that. And just like, yeah, calling people chats or saying things are bussin' or informal language at times like that. No. No. Said something similar to Soul the other day. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I just don't associate with them. Like, I'd rather be more proper. Proper, pristine. graceful, elegant, stuff like that. I'd rather fall in that category. Slang aside, I think you're more similar than you... I think you're more similar than you really... No! No! That sounds like you're saying that I'm... like, there's a zombie apocalypse and I got bit. Where I'm like, I don't realize that I did, but you're hinting at it being like, well... you may be more like them in a little bit. Where it's just like, what do you mean? And then I see the bite you're telling me, and I'm like, oh, that's not a zombie bite. That's just a little love bite from someone. And I glare at the person. No, not actually. Well, no, don't you well me. Don't you dare well me. The only kind of well that I'll appreciate is Wells Fargo, but I don't even really know what that all does. Took quite the turn. Yeah, and they didn't even know they did it. You want to talk about The Walking Dead? You better be careful of the sleepwalkers. They don't even remember half the stuff that they do. Of course, the sleep talkers will just leave you confused. Like how I did with some of my siblings. No joke. I apparently sleep talk at times. Got the zombie bite. You're comparing to the vocal minority more than anything. Yeah, I know. I don't want to associate with the vocal minority. No. 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 But yeah, I apparently sleep talk at times. Or maybe all the time. I honestly don't know. Should show me sometime. Like, here's the thing. The thing that stuck out to me the most is my siblings told me, like, I said something along the lines of, like, I would tell you this event that is going to happen, but I won't because you won't understand it. Like, I flat out said something like that out of nowhere and said nothing else for the rest of the night. It's like, I confused them so much. And it's just like, I don't remember saying that at all. Or know what I was even referencing either. Like, I was confused too, and I'm like, what thing? What event am I talking about? Did I somehow transmigrate to, like, the Vietnam War or something? Like, what secret did I find? What event did I see? Just, I don't know what happened. But yeah, I don't know. Also starting to get a little sleepy, so I'm gonna stop at 222, cause why not? We'll stop at an angel number. I mean, we started with like what, 26? 26 encounters, 21. We started with 21, we increased it by 201. We've done 201 encounters today. Wow. And no shiny. Wah, wah. What it is, what the? No. What the? It is what it is, we just weren't lucky today. It's okay, first encounter next time, shiny. Hopefully, I'll hold you to it. But also, we have 726 hours in this game, and how many shinies? We have 726 hours in this game. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. To yell at you. I could never yell at someone. Like, the only times I've yelled at someone was because I was in an emotionally heightened situation where I was completely stressed. So, yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. Wow. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing for next stream or when I will do a stream. But it will happen eventually, so till then, bye-bye.